Hey, welcome back, Ram fans. I thought this would be the perfect time to get back to my power rankings. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I don't waste my time going 32 through 1. No, I'm going to talk about some second-tier teams that just missed my top 8, teams that we should all be thinking about moving forward, or maybe teams on the way down, depending on which team we're talking about. And then I'm going to get into my top 8. Who are my top 8 teams in the NFL right now? So who are the teams that didn't quite cut it? And these are in no particular order. I didn't try to rank these, just teams that are on the outside looking in when it comes to the top 8 at this point. One is the San Francisco 49ers. Great roster. Questions about the coaching and the quarterback at this point, and if they can close the deal, because twice now they have not. The Jacksonville Jaguars, and they are a team going in the other direction, heading up like a rocket. This team looking really good, well coached, nice roster. They've made a lot of additions. We expected improvement, but it's coming a lot faster than I expected. Overlooked this team big time. The Tennessee Titans, we know what they're capable of. They just have to play their style of football, take the ball away, let Derrick Henry do his job. Solid defense, fundamentally strong football. The Arizona Cardinals, maybe they shouldn't be here at all. Heading in the other direction, I think, but they're still a good team. Some really good players on this roster. I'm leaving them here out of respect for what this team's capable of, but be quite honest, I don't expect them to be in my top 15 the next time I do this. The Minnesota Vikings, a team I can't quite figure out, but I still think they have a shot at winning that division. The Chargers, we know what they're capable of. We know what kind of roster they have, one of the best rosters in the league, but just that was a real dud last week against a fast rising Jags team. So how much weight do we put on that? Chargers are still a dangerous team. They lost their starting left tackle, so that's really going to hurt. The Denver Broncos, I'm admittedly not a big fan of Russell Wilson at this point in his career. I've been saying that for a year or two. And, you know, Denver's got a really good defense. They just need Russell to step up like he did at the end of the game against the Niners, actually. So give him credit for that. I don't have a lot of long-term hope for the Broncos, but I still think they deserve to be in the conversation. The Cleveland Browns, they really impressed me against the Steelers and Nick Chubb. Wow, best running back in the league in my opinion. And the Indianapolis Colts, hey, they are who we thought they were at the beginning of the year, beating the Chiefs. They needed that win. You know, I think we all started to lose faith in the Colts quicker than we should have. And another team we maybe gave up on, some of us, the Cincinnati Bengals, losing 2 out of the gate, the defending AFC champions. We're going to hear from the Bengals moving forward, I'm sure of that. And who are my top 8? And before I get into my top 8, I wanted to remind you, go to buyraycon.com, use promo code TPPN, and get yourself 15% off on a new pair of earbuds. Check it out. Number 8, the Tampa Bay Bucks. And, you know, due respect to Tom Brady and that defense, a lot of injuries on offense. I'm not sold. I would love the Rams' chances against the Bucks in the playoffs, but hey, I'm not burying the Bucks just yet. And the Packers, kind of similar case, really great quarterback. They maybe need some weapons on offense. Their defense is good, though. And, you know, that division's not going to be a cakewalk like it has been in years past, but they still are the class of that division for now. The Kansas City Chiefs, I think losing Tyreek Hill is hurting them more than they're willing to admit. But they got Patrick Mahomes. They got Travis Kelce. They got a good offensive line. Chiefs are going to be okay. And the Baltimore Ravens, is this the year? Is this the year that not only do they, you know, look like a great regular season team, even though last year is going to offer them Typically, they do really well in the regular season, struggle in the playoffs, but I think Lamar Jackson might be on a mission. Do you think maybe? And number 4, our Los Angeles Rams. And I think they deserve the spot. They have reinvented themselves of late, playing a little bit differently, and I kind of like it. And that defense, when it's on a mission, they are lights out. They just got to be focused and rise to the occasion. Still potentially one of the best teams in the league. Number 3, I'm going to tell you 2 and 3 back to back right here. I'll tell you Dolphins 2, Bills 3. And I was tempted to put the Bills number 2. And you would ask, how can you do that? The Dolphins just beat them. Well, I did put the Dolphins 2, but the reason I was tempted to put the Bills 2 is because, that's a home divisional win for the Dolphins. They beat a divisional rival at home and a squeaker. Does that mean they're the better team than the Bills? No, it does not. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I think next time in Buffalo may be a different story. And number 1, right now, I think the best team in the league and a really dangerous team, the Philadelphia Eagles. And when I say dangerous, if this team gets home field advantage, which they very well could, given the schedule, the scheduling advantage they have against some of the other top NFC teams, they're going to be tough to beat in Philly. I'm telling you. They're an exciting team, tons of talent, great offensive line. But I got Eagles number 1. We'll revisit this maybe in a few weeks when there's been another shakeup. That's my top 8 and the second tier along with that. And remember, subscribe, like these videos. I'll have another pod dropping in a couple of days with the Ram Niner preview. Check that out. And now a word from one of our sponsors. Hey guys, Mark from Rams Up here. I've spent the last couple of weeks telling you about Manscaped's Weed Whacker. I'm going to shift gears here and start telling you about their Lawnmower 4.0, which, by the way, is part of their Pocket Rockets package, their best valued package ever, which includes a Weed Whacker along with a couple of other things. A lot of people don't realize this is excellent for facial trimming, your beard, your mustache, your neck. I like it because you keep it in the recharger on the vanity. When you need it, you just grab it. It's waterproof. You jump into the shower. No messy cleanup. No sweeping the floor and cleaning up the vanity afterwards. Put it back in the recharger and you're good to go. It's got a little headlight on it too. So if you are using the mirror, it helps you see any spots you might have missed. You can really tell the quality just holding this thing in your hand. So got to get your hands on one of these. Highly recommend it. This has got to be a Super Bowl winning roster, but don't take my word for it. Go to manscaped.com and get 20% off and free shipping with the code RAMSUP. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com when you use code RAMSUP. Manscaped, for turning your player into an MVP, and that includes your beard and mustache, guys. So check it out, the Lawnmower 4.0 at manscaped.com.